At 12:13 a.m., a woman was dragged screaming into the darkness beneath the bridge. 6 people heard her. No one helped. 30 minutes later, she stumbled barefoot into a petrol station, covered in blood, shaking so violently she couldn't stand. Before collapsing, she whispered 7 words. "He followed me for 3 streets." Emily finished her shift just after midnight. The cafe was empty, chairs stacked, lights off, the street outside completely silent. Her manager offered to call her a ride. She refused. She always walked. It was a straight 15-minute route, one long main road, a short bridge, then a narrow side street directly to her apartment. She stepped outside. Cold air sliced across her skin. Her boots echoed loudly as she walked. Left, right, left, right. Then another sound joined hers, another set of footsteps, perfectly matched in rhythm. Left, right, left, right. She slowed. The footsteps slowed. She stopped completely. The footsteps stopped too. Her chest tightened. She didn't turn around. She didn't need to. She pretended to check her phone as she passed a dark shop window. In the reflection, a tall man stood 3 meters behind her. Broad shoulders, long arms, his head tilted forward at an unnatural angle, like he was staring at the ground or at her shadow. Her hands began to shake. She walked faster. The footsteps stayed perfectly in sync. She crossed the road without warning. He crossed with her. She turned a corner suddenly. He turned too. Panic began to rise in her throat. She pretended to answer a phone call. "Yeah, I'm almost home," she said loudly. A whisper came from directly behind her. "Don't call anyone." Her blood went ice cold. She ran. Her breath tore from her lungs as she sprinted toward the bridge. Her bag slammed against her ribs. Her boots pounded the pavement. Behind her, his footsteps weren't running. They were walking, slow, calm, patient. She reached the bridge. Halfway across, the streetlight above flickered once, twice, then died. Darkness swallowed the road instantly. The temperature dropped. The air felt heavy. She slowed for half a second. That was all he needed. A hand wrapped into her hair. Her head was yanked backward violently. She slammed onto concrete. Her phone skidded away and shattered. She tried to crawl. Something crushed down onto her back. A knee, pinning her spine. Her lungs collapsed. No air came. She felt warm breath at her ear. Then his voice, calm and close. "You should have kept walking." She kicked backward blindly. Her heel struck his leg. He grunted but didn't move. His weight pressed harder. Her ribs screamed. She clawed at the ground. Her nails split. Concrete tore at her palms. Her vision darkened. Spots filled her eyes. She felt herself fading. Then his hand slid across her mouth. She tasted blood. She bit him as hard as she could. He snarled in pain and struck her across the side of the head. White exploded in her vision, but the pressure lifted just for a second. She rolled, scrambled, got to one knee. He grabbed her ankle and hauled her backwards so violently her body slammed flat again. Her scream echoed beneath the bridge. He dragged her by her leg toward the darkness underneath. Her fingers clawed the road. Her skin tore. Gravel ripped into her legs. She was sliding into pure shadow. Then he whispered, "No one ever looks down here." She thrashed wildly. Her foot struck metal, a steel pipe. She grabbed it and swung backward with everything she had. The impact rang loud, metal against bone. He roared and released her. She crawled away on her elbows, almost got up, then he tackled her from the side. They slammed into the bridge wall. Her head struck concrete. Stars burst in her vision. He lifted her by the collar and slammed her down once, twice. On the third slam, her body started to shut down. She was fading. Then she remembered her keys, her pepper spray. Her fingers closed around the can. She twisted and sprayed blindly. The first burst missed. The second hit his cheek. She sprayed again, directly into his eyes. He didn't scream right away. He laughed, a broken, choking laugh. Then the sound twisted into a high animal shriek. He stumbled back, clawing at his face. She ran. Her bare feet hit the cold concrete. Skin ripped open instantly. Pain exploded through her legs. She ignored it. She ran blind through darkness, slamming into railings, falling, standing again. Behind her, his footsteps recovered, fast, unstable, fury-filled. She reached the road beyond the bridge and collapsed forward, stood again, kept running. Then she heard footsteps to her side. He had taken a shortcut. She screamed and veered into a narrow alley. Trash bags burst. She slipped in liquid and fell. Glass sliced into her hands. She scrambled backward and saw his silhouette fill the alley entrance. He limped slightly now, one arm hanging wrong, still smiling. "You never run this far," he said. She turned and ran deeper into the alley. Dead end, brick wall, 15 feet tall. She climbed, bleeding fingers, bare feet slipping. He grabbed her ankle. She kicked wildly. Her heel struck his face again and again. On the third strike, he lost his grip. She climbed until her arms gave out, tipped over the wall, and fell hard on the other side. The world went black for half a second. She forced herself up, staggered into the street, and saw the petrol station lights glowing ahead. She ran until she collapsed against the glass doors. The clerk stared in shock. She left bloody handprints as she slid down. Only when she stopped moving did he unlock the door. She whispered, "He followed me for 3 streets," and passed out. She woke up in a hospital bed, broken jaw, cracked ribs, legs shredded. Police searched the bridge. They found blood, dragged footprints, and beneath it, 3 women's bags, 3 smashed phones, an ID from a woman missing 6 months. More searches uncovered clothing, jewelry, and bones. Every victim vanished on the same road, same time, and every phone was shattered in the exact same place hers broke. They never caught him. No face, no name, no trace. Emily moved cities, changed her job, changed her appearance. She still checks reflections at night, still jumps at footsteps, and still wakes up hearing laughter under a bridge. Because now she knows, some monsters don't hide in the dark. They walk behind you, matching your steps until you're alone enough to take. And somewhere tonight, someone just heard footsteps match theirs.